Today we're going to be doing an MGP caliper cover installation on a brand new 2011 Mustang 5.0. Brand new motor from Ford, very exciting Mustang, and we're going to be showing off our licensing from Ford with the Mustang in the front caliper cover and the 5.0 on the rear caliper cover. It'll match perfectly. We're going to show you how to do this yourself, be in and out of this project in about an hour. As you can see here, this is the stock caliper. It's rough. It's got lots of crevices here for dirt and brake dust to gather, and just does not set off the wheel at all. We're going to actually cover that up with the MGP caliper cover, give it a nice flat finish, easy to clean, keep the brake dust behind the wheel where it belongs, and make an outstanding background for this wheel. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, now that we have the wheel off, is we have to take these anti-vibration clips and we got to flatten them down just a little bit. They're just a little bit above the surface here. We're simply going to take a pliers and just flatten out this clip a little bit. Doesn't take much. We just want it riding out here just towards the edge here. That way that allows the caliper cover to sit flat against this surface as close to the caliper as possible. At this point now we're ready to install the caliper cover. And as you can see, we're going to install it right here on this bracket. This bracket is static. It doesn't have anything to do with the floating caliper itself. The caliper floats here. We're simply going to rest our bracket. So you just place it just like so. The edges will line up here on both sides, the top and the bottom. And you're looking to cover up the whole caliper, get it even here. It's a little bit easier for me if I put on the bottom one first. That way it gives me flexibility to move things around the way I want them. I slide it all the way in, all the way up against the casting. I go ahead and finger tighten that bottom nut. We're ready to put on the top clip and simply hold everything in place and slide in that clip all the way. And it's bottoming out here on the casting, and it's right up against the caliper here, and it's in place. 3/8 wrench. 16 to 20 inch-pounds is all it takes, and installation is complete for the front MGP caliper cover. Now you simply put the wheel back on. Okay, now there's two places that you want to look for clearance. Look for clearance out here. You can see this wheel has plenty of clearance. The face and the inner radius. Do a spin test, listen for anything that might be rubbing or intrude, and everything's clear on this wheel. Okay, on the rear of the 5.0, we're going to put on this one the new 5.0 caliper cover from MGP. We have integrated the stud into the clip itself, and as you can see, it's short and it's stout, and it's simply going to slide into place just like that, right over the rotor. You'll see a little gap here, and that's just fine because we're actually stopped right down at the bottom. Slide on the other side. Now simply place the caliper cover over one stud, and when it comes up to the top stud, you're going to see that there's going to be required a little bit of a stretch. Simply stretch that bracket up and over the stud and let it fall back into place. Since these studs are at an angle, we have a little bit of a stretch to get over it. Now place on the 1032 lock nuts with the integrated washer and simply tighten to 16 inch-pounds, and you're finished. Rear caliper cover is in place, it's nice and tight, and we're ready to install the wheel. As you can see, now we have something that looks good. It's a cover of that ugly casting. It really sets off the wheel. A very factory look, but a step up from the factory.